dinner. Okay. Oh. Oh, the mask is down. Oh. Hey guys, and welcome to GT Not Live, where today we are going back in to the Amazing Digital Circus episode 4. This is part 2 of our episode reaction. In true GT Live fashion, we gotta break it up because there's so much here to talk about. But first, I want to talk about Christmas presents and holiday gifts and the general gift-giving patterns that happen this time of year. Because this year, y'all, I'm kind of struggling. I'm kind of struggling to get everything together, right? My family has done this very cool and nifty thing called not telling me what they want or what would be cool to get. And so I am very much left to my own devices this year in a way that is inspiring to be creative and makes sure that, you put a lot of thought into what you're doing and what you are giving. But at the same time, it does make you yearn a little bit for an online wish list. We have this tendency, at least in my family, to kind of break down what you want by flavor of gift, I guess. Is it a utility that you're looking for? Is it a fun thing? Do you want some sort of decor or perhaps an experience? Or would you rather have some sort of spendable object, such as a gift card or perhaps a larger dollar bill or something to that effect? There are a lot of different flavors of gifts to choose from, and different people feel different ways about different things. But when I don't get anything, it's like, oh man, I'm struggling to pull together the pieces of what I want to do, right? It's been this operation almost every day after I get home from work. I go to the bottom level of the place I reside, which is not very deep, just to be clear. It's ground level. It's on the ground. I'm not going under anything, but it feels deep enough for me and the operation that I am going under. I am scouring the internet, the TikTok girlies with their little gift recommendations and the little carousels that I slide through on TikTok, right? Yeah, sure. I could get my mom one of these like jelly bear cat baby things. It's this new stuffed animal. It's a jellycat. I think it's a jellycat. They're cute. They are cute. But in terms of the best gift to give, I can't just default to the jellycats. But it's what the internet wants me to do. I didn't even know what a jellycat was until I started looking to TikTok and the internet for advice on what to give people. So if y'all have any recommendations for directions and flavors of gifts to give someone who is not giving you any leads, please let me know, because I, for one, am struggling. So that would be very much appreciated. I have ideas, I have directions, but I don't have a strong inclination of where to look and how to deliver the greatest experience I can to my loved ones. Any help would be greatly appreciated. All that aside, there is one gift that I know how to give and who to give it to, and I think that this person's really gonna like it. And, I don't actually think that I'm going to see this person on Christmas, so I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna do that now. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
Hey Ash, what's up? Ash? You're not Ash.
No, I'm not. Ho, ho, ho. It's me. It's it from, the songs and the movies.
Sure, I know who you are. Why are you here and what happened to Ash?
Tom Game Theory. Ash and I are great friends, and we wanted to collab to give you an early Christmas gift. A new Helix mattress.
Okay. I think that's good.
It's the best gift I could possibly give anyone. Don't you know?
I don't know. Please tell me.
Well, a Helix mattress is the upgrade that you've been looking for as someone who goes to sleep.
The Helix Sleep Quiz puts the match in mattress to make sure that you are getting the proper mattress for your needs. Helix then delivers the mattress to your front door with free shipping in the United States. There is a 100-night sleep trial to make sure that you love the mattress that you get, and a 10-year warranty. On top of that, they offer financing options and flexible payment plans to make sure that you can afford the mattress you've dreamed of.
Helix mattress, as I've surveyed the rest of Team Theorist, has provided fantastical increases in the quality of sleep. Whether that's in sleeping for longer periods of time because you feel more comfortable, the slight cooling effect that a lot of these Helix mattresses have, it's also anecdotally reduced snoring around the office and lower back pain.
Oh, I need that lower back pain relief. That is definitely something I need. So that sounds fantastic.
Ho, ho, ho. I knew that. And I also know you're gonna have friends who want this mattress as well. Let me gather the materials. One second, please. As a sleeper, ho, 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 I'm Santa. I have to speak like this. Cooling, soft, supportive pillows. Everyone needs pillows, but a good pillow is crucially important, and that's why if you use the link in the description below or use code GTLive, you'll be able to get 20% off your Helix mattress along with 2 free pillows.
Fantastic. What a deal.
Thomas, once you move to the United States of America and the bald eagles start to scream in the distance, you are going to be sleeping in the land of the free and the home of the rested.
Oh, thank you so much, Santa. That sounds delightful.
Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, ho, ho, indeed. Thank you, Santa. I will be sure to enjoy my Helix mattress.
Of course.
And thank you to Helix for sponsoring today's GT Live. Great. So, I would say that was a hashtag business success. And so, without further ado, let's hop, skip, and jump into the Amazing Digital Circus episode 2 of the episode 4 reaction woo. All right, let's do it. What a wild episode so far. The energy in this space right now, it cannot be beat. I don't know how to describe the energy in this space, but it's palpable. Let's go in.
Horseradish sauce.
Hey, we need to start assembling these. I'm running out of room here.
Oh no!
I made like 5 or 6 of them.
Oh, she is out. Ragatha is out. Also, look at this cool little machine. I don't know, I feel like I didn't give the machinery much thought last time. Well, whoa. Okay, as I'm stopping here, a lot of secrets are becoming known, right? That's the deep fryer over here. This looks like a pan. I'm far enough away where it looks like a circular pan. It looks like we are pan frying fries, and I have so many questions about that. I know that's not what's important here, okay? But it's calling to me in a way that I cannot ignore anymore. Let's proceed.
Cool, that's 6 out of 300.
Ugh, you are such a grouch. Why are you always being a grunch?
Gangle!
You know what? I kind of like Ragatha a little bit stupid. You know what I mean? I think she's funny. That's being a grunch. Is that a thing? A grunch? Maybe she's just saying silly words.
Always being a grunch.
And it's also really prevalent to me now doing this. It almost looks like the frames of her mouth are moving at a different rate than the rest of her face. It's a really cool way to show the dissonance and the uncoordination happening in Ragatha. It's a nice differentiator. You know, it's a really cool artistic touch. And I know I talked about that last time, so I won't go into it too much here, but...
Gangle, can you help Ragatha? I think she huffed paint or something.
Huffing paint and not waiting until a designated break?
You can huff all the paint you want, but you ain't doing it on the clock. I like your style, Gangle.
I'll be right there. No, wait. I can do it. I just gotta grab the horseradish sauce. I miss my horses. Here.
Your horses? Okay. The last episode, we talked a lot about these characters getting more memory or more recollection about what their lives might have been like before the digital circus, right? So for Ragatha, we saw her winding up that softball, throwing it underhand. We had Gangle talking about her experience wanting to be this like webcomic artist. This memory, this acknowledgement of what life was like before seems to be coming back to our characters in the digital circus. I think this is another example of that. In which case, that is a sick life. I would do anything to simply play softball and hang out with some horses. Ragatha might have had it good.
Let me help you with that. Why are you even the boss anyway? I feel like I'm way more responsible than you. Well,
Whoa, okay. Hold on. I think this is a fair question to ask, right? So in the first part, we looked at the actual process of Kane coming up with, or reading the suggestion of a normal experience for these characters to have and to go through, right? And Kane designated that Gangle was going to be the shift lead because of her leadership abilities and the skills demonstrated during that encounter, so to speak. But I'd still think it is fair to question on Ragatha's part why Gangle would be gifted that, when really the only thing that Gangle did was put on this mask and make a suggestion of, hey, why don't we shift the topic to being more normal rather than gearing more towards the horror, which is what Kane was originally trying to do. That could just be like a random Kane being like, I heard you, so I'm gonna pick you, because that's an easily accessible character to select as a leader. But from Ragatha's perspective, especially as someone who is trying to act as someone that people can rely on and trust, wanting that leadership position I think makes a lot of sense. The next best thing she could be is just a star employee, I suppose. But questioning that authority when she has never been really given the time of day, from her perspective, I think makes a lot of sense. But if this is going where I think it might be going, then I could see this being another moment where Gangle's mask cracks to some degree, because she's being questioned in some way.
I feel like I'm way more responsible than you.
Whoa.
If you underperform now, you might end up hurt later.
Hurt nothing. I'm hurt enough. Packages landing on my head, tea parties, dancing lessons.
Whoa. Tea parties, dancing lessons. Hold on.
Packages landing on my head, tea parties, dancing lessons.
What's wrong with her?
So, well, this could also be another part of a character recollecting more from their past. My first thing was, when I think of tea parties and things like that, I think of playing with your dolls and making your dolls play tea party, right? It seems like horses, tea parties, dancing lessons, maybe Ragatha came from some amount of wealth. Those don't seem to me like particularly affordable activities, and I don't know of a lot of people having tea parties in this day and age. But also, if you are, invite me. Like, is this happening? I don't know if this is this happening? That would be so fun. But all that to say, are we just making connections and jumping between topics here? Or are we actually being fed more about Ragatha's past? You know what I mean? So, ooh, a lot to question here.
You know, teamwork's much better when we're all giving it 110% instead of, 5.
No offense, but you're kind of annoying when you have your happy mask.
Oh, yep, there's the crack. Oh, they're mean to Gangle. Like, I know Ragatha is drugged, and I don't think she would say something like that if it weren't for being under the influence. Jax, he'll say anything, but Ragatha too, both of those together, and then Pomni when she was trying to go towards Gummy Goo, they're really pushing back pretty hard when Gangle's just trying to keep it together or wear the mask that matches normalcy. The word normal just generally seems to be a recurring term in this particular episode, but acting normal is hard, especially when you're carrying around a lot of sadness and this embodiment of what I feel is depression, just to put it frankly. I feel like we're going to be touching on a lot of these mental health topics with this episode, and so I just want to lay that out now, especially with some of the things that we saw in the first part of the reaction with the manic episode and feeling like your dreams are totally unrealistic and it's never going to happen, so you might as well forfeit your fate to working in insert industry here. You know what I mean? So let's just open up that door now, because I think we're at a point where we can start tying together more of those themes. But just to put it out here, this is sad. This is tragic. Like, the cracking of the mask is in some way the tragedy mask as well.
Wait, does that mean to say?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Zubul, help Ragatha with assembly. I'm gonna go over here now.
Oh, it's breaking. It's breaking hard. Huh. The insert on the zoom in on Zubul was
We're
interesting
here
too.
now.
I think Zubul might be understanding more of what's happening and seeing the breaking of that mask and watching the deterioration. Because you can even see right here, I think this is subtle, but it's good. You can see in the reflection, I believe that's Gangle walking away. It's literally an image that's sticking with them in a sense. I think that with what we've seen of Zubul and Zubul's experience being in their body, which is being, put together and put back together and replaced and reorganized, I think Zubul, being the one who literally provided her the mask, has a good understanding of what that feeling might be. Bloop, bloop.
Are you kidding me?
Accurate representation of what it's like to work on the clock. When I was working in fast food, that feeling was, I wanted to say effervescent, but I don't even know if that's the term.
Hey, Gangle! I think the clock's broken.
Is it broken? Or are we the broken ones?
Oh no.
How long has this shift really gone on for?
Oh no.
6 hours? 8? 24? A week?
Uh-oh.
A year? Does time even move in here?
Oh no.
Will we ever go home? Will we ever achieve our dreams? Oh wait. Yeah, that clock's broken.
Okay. Oh boy. Hold on. Back here. So with this specific shot, the Dutch angle here, which is that rotation that you're seeing, that's that rotation that you're seeing with the sort of spiral that Gangle is going through. So you're seeing the spiral up here, but also the spiral visually, albeit quite slow. And also, important to note here, you'll see that the light is actually cooler. We have more blues in this light and in this image than the rest of the shots that we've seen, where it seems more of that yellowish light that you're used to seeing coming from your ceiling. You know what I mean? So this is the moment where we're starting to see some of the effects of the cracks of those masks. We might be seeing heightened energy, heightened happiness at some moments, but we're also seeing heightened anxiety and a disconnect from what's real, right? And then when the alarm goes off and we realize, oh, it's just that the clock is broken. Yep. You'll see it's much warmer here, right? The camera immediately shifts back. We're centered, we're grounded again. We are seeing the effects of the cracks of those masks in ways that aren't just becoming more sad or the Gangle that we have seen more of in the past few episodes. It's literally showing us what feels existential, a lot of what feels anxious and scary when we don't feel fully grounded and present and safe, when things just feel out of control.
Oh wait. Yeah, that clock's broken.
Dinner. Oh no. Oh no. Why do you look like that? This shot was in the trailer too, and we didn't know why Pomni had that face.
Well, that was more info on Gloink reproduction than I ever needed to know.
No, thanks. Okay.
How you doing?
Everything's been... I'm doing fine.
Wish I could say the same.
Everything's been what? What did you want to say? I hope not normal.
How you doing?
Everything's been... I'm doing fine.
Wish I could say the same.
Jax, there's dishes
Are there even more trash bags? I feel like there's one more than what we saw previously. Oh, why are we getting... Bah!
back here. You got time to lean, you got time to clean.
God, I'm on it. Later, Pomni.
Oh, bye, Jax. Fastest dinner rush ever. Let me tell you that much. It's over. Really? That's it? That's all we get for dinner?
Pomni.
Really?
Here. You got time to lean, you got time to clean.
God, I'm on it.
Also, probably worth noting, as I'm going back here, the depth of field with Jax is getting very narrow. What I mean by that is the depth of field with a camera, right? If you're opening up your depth of field, then a lot more is going to be in focus with an image, right? When you narrow it, less is in focus, and the blurry things get blurrier. More is blurry, and things can get increasingly more blurry or out of focus, right? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So before we see Ragatha, right? We see Jax is very much in focus. What's directly behind him, that corkboard, it's a little bit blurry, but what the drive-through window, that is completely out of focus. But then as we stop here, as Jax interacts with Ragatha, it opens back up, right? A lot more things are in focus now as Jax is more aware of and has to interact more with the world outside of him. That happens again very briefly. Jax is a little out of focus, and then we have Gangle, who's kind of telling him what to do. But then there's a very sharp shift, like the very immediate, and the rest gets very, very blurry. The depth of field, the focus is immediately brought to the foreground. It feels important to call out if we're talking about feeling centered and grounded in these spaces, right?
God, I'm on it. Later, Pomni.
Bye, Jax. Yeah, and that's dinner. Okay. Oh. Oh, the mask is down. Oh.
You,
Oh my gosh. Okay, screaming.
You
good? You okay?
You good?
My comedy mask is usually broken by now.
Oh no.
We're doing another one of these. Is the mask not making you happy?
It's an interesting line from Pomni. Hold on. We're doing another one of these. Is that in reference to, because Pomni has been this figure that I think Ragatha wants to be. Kinger opened up to Pomni. Pomni had her connection with Gummy Goo, and now Pomni is having this discussion with Gangle, right? It seems like Pomni is really the one to pull the true emotions out of the people in the digital circus. And she does it just like this. If you were curious how to pull emotions out of people, it's doing whatever I'm doing right now. It's just interesting that she's going, oh, another one of these. All right. And then she kind of gets into gear. Interesting shift.
Another one of these. Is the mask not making you happy?
Oh.
Do you have anybody to talk to? Like, in regards to your issues? I'm sure Ragatha would like to help you out.
Ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Ragatha is yearning to be who Pomni is to the people in the digital circus. 110%. Also, Pomni being like, hey, you want to go to therapy? Seek help. Like, huh? I don't know. It's interesting to see that at play here, but it feels like an important moment. And so I'm not going to break it up too much with my usual zaniness, but let's watch it through. Let's watch it through.
I'm sure Ragatha would like to help you out.
Oh, Ragatha. I love her, but after a while it gets kind of hard to tell how genuine she's actually being.
Huh.
Well, maybe...
Anyway, we can't spend all night out here talking about our feelings. We've got work to do.
Oh, that is very interesting. You want to talk about putting on masks. What's genuine? What's true? What is this masking that's going on? Ha! We've got different types of masks being worn by folks in the digital circus. And Gangle sees that. That's so interesting. Also, when Gangle first came out, it didn't look like she was wearing the mask with the little guys on it, little symbols. I mean, I guess her eyes are just really big here, and so it'd be covering that up, but it's interesting that you can't see it. Yeah, it's the literal unmasking of this happier, higher energy persona, but it's a mask that you can still take off. Like, she took it off briefly, but put it back on because we have work to do. I can't I gotta go out into society. I gotta work. I gotta be presentable to people. I can't afford to feel this right now. Mask it, put it on, get back out there, right? It's a very relatable thing to see and to kind of dive into, you know what I mean? I've certainly been in this spot. I have been Gangle with the masks plenty of times. It's an interesting way to portray that, and having this new and different comedy mask, which is more sturdy and also way more tiresome, because wearing masks like that can be very, very draining. The feelings become more intense underneath it. Wow. I love this series, man. They're so good at, Gooseworks and Glitch are so good at diving into these topics and these characters that are relatable and feel real, you know? Really cool. Really cool. Ooh! Ooh, hey, that's a different clock. They replaced the broken clock, but it's not a time machine anymore.
All right, I'm clocking out.
Woohoo!
This wasn't fun at all. See you all later.
Oh. You did a good job, Gangle, I promise. Oh my gosh. They have cars! They have cars! Jax.001. Aw, it's like he's a little version of a software. That's fun. Huh. Yes, we know that the Digital Circus has characters and NPCs, and these models can be kind of regenerated, cleared, data cleared, and put back in, right? Jax.001, that implies it's probably a RAR file. That's my assumption here. I believe that's a compressed file format, so that's a lot of data just kind of put together, perhaps compressed into a character, and that's just all of the information that goes into Jax. So maybe there are all these compressed files or collections of data within these files, but it's clever and cheeky to have that as a license plate, which I do appreciate. 1138. So I know that Glitch is based in Australia, and so I wanted to see if the license plates had little numbers that were up in the corner. I don't know if that's just like the expiration date tag that was on there, and that's why Jax is 1138 up here, which is like, huh? Is that November 2038? What is that supposed to mean? I do not know, but I was trying to see just so briefly if there was something to be said about that number in the corner. But yeah, I guess we're seeing the file names of a character. That's bizarre, but kind of awesome. This is my car. It has my name on it and my file. Don't touch it. Ha, ha, ha. I think he's probably aware of it too. He probably knows exactly what that is.
You know, when Ragatha gets off, I feel like she might need a designated driver.
Why are you asking me?
Oh.
I'm closing tonight.
Oh, no, I meant I'd drive her home.
Oh.
Oh.
I think she gets off in an hour.
Okay, I can stick around until then.
Aw. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. So we've got a little time lapse here before closing, and Gangle just doesn't really move at all. And Ragatha is doing next to nothing. But, oh, and she's got the stupid sauce. Please don't take the stupid sauce home. I'm begging you, please. This is silly. Also, just terribly sad, you know. Oh. Oh. This feels off. Like disconnected and scary.
Hey. You know, I can close for you if you want.
Oh.
Huh?
If you want to get out of here, you can. You don't have to be stuck here alone. I can handle closing.
Oh, honey.
Would that be okay?
I think so. You should go home and get some rest. What a weird day.
Yeah. The thing that was supposed to be normal. Wow. Woo! Woo! So just going back to this first shot, and I want to make sure that some of these are unbroken so that that experience and those emotions really do get across. Because I feel like with series like this, it's important to make sure that it's still presented when we are reacting and not just pausing and splicing everything. Not with something like this. So you see the motion blur, you see movement that's happening almost inconsistently at an inconsistent speed, right? So I want to go, there's this one shot where it really clicked for me. This is very out of body, right? It is a fisheye sort of effect. It's the whole kitchen. And you see Gangle, like over Gangle's shoulder, but her whole, like the whole back, right? And you might be like, oh, yeah, because maybe there's like a security camera in the corner and that's, we're seeing it through a camera in which you might be looking at this kitchen, right? It's just a wider shot to see the whole space. I would push back. To me, when feelings are feeling pretty intensely and you are very much not present or with the moment and things that are happening around you, it does sometimes feel like you are looking at yourself from outside of your body and you are aware that you are in a room, like a rectangle, and almost feeling like you're watching yourself walk around that rectangle, right? This gives me that feeling so intensely. At the end of the day, when the mask has cracked so much, when the masking of these true feelings and this hurt and this pain, it's getting harder to conceal. Turning it all off is sometimes the way that brains deal with emotions and situations like that disconnect. And we saw that a little bit before with the anxiety. That is also a way that we are less connected to the moment. It's being shown in a lot of different ways in this episode, but it's important to call out, and that's why we have to look at this with the context of what precedes it and what follows it, because that's what creates a narrative, and we don't want to lose that with the frame by frame analysis of it. You know what I mean? But that's just what this illustrates to me very intensely. Like the distorted sounds, what is real, what is happening, the blurring, the coming back in, the focus, unfocus, focus, unfocus. Then again, we're back and it's warmer and it's lighter, right? It's the being pulled back into the moment, this back and forth. And we've seen that thematically with other characters so far in this episode, but it feels very prevalent here. Oh, it's a deep one, y'all. We are going in. And also, it's so important what Pommy's doing here, to have people who see you and are willing to help you out, And if you find yourself feeling like this, it's important to keep your eyes open for the people who want to help, even in small ways, It's important. So if we go back out here, standing alone in this part shadow, part light. And it's actually, the light source is coming in on the eye that is mostly black with white, and then there's shadow on the white eye with the black pupil. Kind of interesting and cool. Nifty astigmatism! Whoop whoop! Astigmatism occurs when either the front surface of the eye, the cornea, or the lens inside the eye have mismatched curves, and what that often does is make lights have little halos, or you could see almost like artifacts of it around a light source, right? So when you're driving at night, you're not just seeing, the car light lit up, you are seeing the light kind of spreading out from that. That's because of that mismatch. It's more common than you think, too. Into the abyss it goes. Whoa! Oh, how cool is this? Oh, epic. It feels like one of those cool, like, intro sequences. You can see, like, the credits in the corner. Oh, and the smiling, too. Oh, awesome. Aw. Wait, what?
Alrighty, let's get this performance review out of the way.
Oh, get out of here! Oh my gosh, talk about disconnect, man. She got hit by a truck? She got hit by a truck? Pfft. Oh man. Did that happen to you? Like, actually? Like, we have this beautiful moment of taking off the mask and throwing it, and even being sad, but being, like, just being sad without putting in the energy to conceal it can be very freeing. To just exist as is. And then immediately getting hit and I'm like lost for words right now. I'm speechless. I need to like sit with that. Okay. That could be part of the story. That could also be symbolic of something, but let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Alrighty, let's get this performance review out of the way. Overall, pretty productive, made a lot of sales with few customer complaints. Couldn't help but notice, however, that you seem to have cut your own shift short, went a little kooky, and ran out into oncoming traffic. Now, being in a position of power like this, you could offload the blame to one of your employees and avoid the dock on your score. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, and Gangle just looks exhausted. I'm trying to look in the background here to see what else is going on. What is this sticky note? What is this? All right, let's see. Show me what that is. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? I can't read it. Ugh, shucks. I do love this little guy though. He is so cute. Circus, gloinks. Bringing back the gloinks. What is going on here? What is this? Is Kinger riding a bull? Did Kinger go bull riding? I am upset that I missed that.
No, that was my responsibility.
Oh.
I just cracked under the pressure, I suppose.
Yeah, quite literally, friend. The mask cracked. Poor thing.
Well,
Poor thing.
that's gonna knock your overall score down to a B+.
Woo!
How's that sound?
Pretty good.
Speechless.
Aw.
I can't say I blame you. Not every executive is as forgiving.
Okay. Oh, poor thing.
A B+. How's that sound? Speechless.
It's not a bad score. I think you did a good job, Gangle. Just to put it out, I think you did a good job.
I can't say I blame you. Not every executive is as forgiving as me.
Oh, get out of here. Okay. These are the profile pictures of all time. Let me tell you, if you have a squad of 6 friends, y'all need to get on this immediately. It's just a tag yourself meme waiting to happen. It's like built in. I am truly speechless. There is nothing more to say.
And that's it for the reviews. You have yourself a nice day.
Boo. Oh. Using corporate. Ugh, the worst.
I am such a good.
Oh, okay. Yep, okay. Yeah, glitched out. Absolutely glitched out. Losing it. Not with it.
Such a good.
Losing control. Yep, for sure. Yeah. You and my friend fixes a roller skate. He's very glitchy and out of it this episode. It's interesting. Oh.
Hey,
so
what are
sad.
you all the way out here for?
I messed everything up.
No, you didn't. Also, let me see your drawings, you little aspiring webtoon creator. Oh my god, it was totally her, 100%. There's no, oh my gosh. Oh,
I
you poor
messed
thing.
everything up. The mask didn't work. And now I don't think anybody wants to talk to me anymore.
No.
I still like talking to you. Look, the new mask was a bust. So what? I'm sure we'll find something that works eventually.
I don't deserve a friend like you.
Well, you've got one. Now, come on over and hang out with the rest of us. Bring your art too. I always like seeing what you draw.
Oh, it's so precious. Oh. Woo! Oh gosh. What an emotional roller coaster for me. Oh man. This episode, it tells us a little bit about what's to come with Ragatha being not sober still. That leads me to believe, if I had to guess, she's probably next in line to have her special episode. Because she's so uninhibited right now, I feel like this is the perfect time story-wise to get more information out of her. So that makes sense. We're probably going to see more of Kane coming apart in some way, shape, or form. But what's really haunting me about Gangle and the truck is the possibility that that might have been a fatal encounter. I don't know if that implies that people in the digital circus might not be alive, actually alive or not. I don't know, but their consciousness is, to a degree. That moment has me struggling a little bit, but this series doesn't shy away from talking about mental health topics, whether that's, masking and feelings of and depression and, again, I think bipolar disorder was implied earlier on with the mention of the manic episode, but that feeling of masking and putting on this mask can still apply to people with that diagnosis and that life experience. I feel like that's shared between a lot of people across different experiences and states of mental health. And so it's important to call that out and to talk about it, right? And yeah, it's hard to watch to a degree because at some points it's so relatable, but it's also cool to see how that's illustrated in such a big piece of digital media right now and how it's done so well. So I really appreciate seeing that and the struggles and the experiences of people within the digital circus, and you just want them to be happy. But if it's hard to find that happiness, then having supportive friends and people with you is a good stepping stone to get there. You know what I mean? So yeah, what else can I say? It was so good. It was really good. I'm interested to see how much more the digital circus can break what the status is of the various characters that we see in the digital circus and the state of Gummy Goo as we met him in the restaurant. Does that mean that he is going to keep this memory, or is it going to get wiped again the moment he leaves the restaurant and he's reset, right? Who's to say? I don't know, but a lot of great stuff here, a lot to noodle on, and I will certainly be excited for the release of episode 5. You can certainly anticipate that we will be covering it here on the old GT Live YouTube channel. Until then, though, my friends, Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern, we are going live here on the channel, and we are doing a long stream. We're doing a holiday stream. We're going to have a little bit of decorations up. I'm going to be wearing some fun sweaters, and there should be a community post right now on the GT Live channel with different poll options. And that's your first choice that you're going to make for our Gingerbread Improv special happening as the last major event of the live stream. This is our big kickoff before the holidays, so be sure to be there or be square. Again, literally anytime, probably between like 12 p.m. and at least 7:30, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're going to be live, so be sure to hop on over. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you are all well. Take care of yourselves. You deserve it. And remember, this wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you.